What's going on? We back with the boxing clinic and more. Talking some basketball, switching gears. We did boxing, did a football pick 'em already video, and power rankings for the NFL. So check on week 3 picks as well. Now we're switching over to Kevin Durant, and he's been going through some, self-inflicted BS, and it's showing that this guy most definitely hears everything unless it has an everlasting impact on him or a long-lasting impact on him. This guy is just soft mentally. He can't handle the pressure. Now, starting off with those famous tweets or infamous tweets about what Kevin Durant said, he had another Twitter account. I would call it a dummy account, I guess, so he can interact with fans and debate basketball. If you want to debate basketball, that's cool, but I think that's opening up a door to Hell's Kitchen, for him. Somebody that's mentally fragile. He's one of the most mentally fragile athletes up there with Adrian Broner and him as well. And I'm going to get into the rest. And he said just debate basketball, he did. But then he started blasting Billy Donovan, who was a 2-time NCAA championship coach that came over to the Oklahoma City Thunder. He bashed him. He bashed the Thunder. He bashed the team lack of talent outside of Russell Westbrook as a reason for him leaving. And to speak on that for a second, if you've moved on, you won a championship, you should be enjoying the championship first. Enjoying everything that comes with, radio shows, new endorsements, newfound fame. But when he won a championship, it didn't fill his hunger. He didn't satisfy everybody. Everybody felt like he took a shortcut, which he didn't. You still have to make the camaraderie work. You had Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kobe, Shaq didn't win it. You had Steve Nash, Dwight Howard, Kobe didn't win it. You had LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh didn't win it at first. And it wasn't easy for any of those. It wasn't easy for Golden State. They went through a lot of trials and tribulations, KD being injured and stuff like that. And they had a mountain to climb. And, he definitely put the dagger into the Cleveland Cavaliers, that 3 over LeBron James. And he's still not satisfied, He still cares what people think. When Peyton Manning took a shot at him at the ESPYs, and he just looked like a poor, crying, crybaby sport. And he tried to play not that nice role. If you remember those Nike ads when he was like, oh, Kevin Durant's not that nice. He's talked about Detroit before, said who cares about Detroit. He tried to play this tough role. And what's so ironic about it is he tried to call Chris Bosh a fake tough guy. But in actuality, you the fake tough guy. You a guy with no identity in the league, And do I care for Kevin Durant? Absolutely not. But he's going through the same thing LeBron James went through. And LeBron James showed the mental fortitude to push through it. When he went to Cleveland, when he left Cleveland and did the announcement, which rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And, he was the villain the first year. He said, you know what, man, fuck this shit. I'm getting back to having fun. Can Kevin Durant snap back to get back to just being what makes Kevin Durant happy and that's just playing basketball? I don't think so. This is bothering him. Another thing I heard on First English First this morning that at some point last season, he talked or texted his agent saying, why did you let me fuck up my career by going to Golden State? What? Why did you let me? You could have went back to D.C. and teamed up with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Could have went to Boston. Could have went anywhere you wanted to. You chose to go to Golden State. He didn't let you do anything. You a grown man. He just helps you, make a decision or help make something possible for you. Could have set your ass in Golden State. Could have went down to San Antonio, forced a sign and trade. He could have did a lot of different things. And it's not that he made a bad decision going to Golden State. He wanted to win. And he fit in. And they wanted him to come there. But for him to say some mentally weak like stuff like that, they didn't put this guy on suicide watch. He says he's not been able to eat and sleep since the tweets. Like, he cares so much about what people think about him. He's so self-conscious, and that's the new theme for this generation. Everybody's so self-conscious of what people think. And he's another one. He's another AAU baby, crybaby, wants to be loved, wants to be adored. And he gotta learn to deal with that. Because if he wants to be truly the number one recognized NBA player in the league, Jordan wasn't universally liked. Magic wasn't universally liked. You know, a lot of guys, LeBron is definitely not universally liked by everybody. But you have to deal with it. You know, you have to rise above it. You can't be out here talking to fans and you can't take the criticism on the chin. Dude, this dude is soft. And then he takes a shot at Steph Curry saying in an interview like, who wears Under Armour? Now you want to start internal beef with your teammates now? Who wears Under Armour? You trying to have a Shaq and Penny thing on with Shaq and Penny was beefing over the shoe deals that they had. I think Shaq had a Reebok. And he smacked Lil Penny off the couch. If you remember, y'all older guys remember Lil Penny was Penny Hardaway's mascot for Penny Hardaway's shoes, the foam posits. I'm not the foam. Yeah, the foam posits, the pennies, all those. Now you want to diss Steph Curry? And what's coming out is now that the team is befuddled or bewildered, is the word that was used on Fox. FS Sports 1 was bewildered why Kevin Durant is still bothered by Oklahoma City. Why he's still bothered after winning the championship. You know why he's still bothered? Because he's a mentally soft athlete. And he got to grow some balls. He's catered. These dudes is not street dudes, dog. They didn't grow up struggling as hard as they say they did. You know? They didn't. And the moment they was found to have NBA potential, their egos were stroked. And he's another one. You could tell the mentally tough guys. Paul George is mentally tough. He came back from a snapped leg. Russell Westbrook is mentally tough. When Westbrook boats for Oklahoma City, when he boats from Oklahoma City to LA or wherever he chooses to go, watch how he handles the situation. He's able to block that shit out and just go ball. He has that mentality. Kobe was mentally tough. Iverson was. You know, a lot of these guys are mentally tough, but Durant's not. LeBron wasn't. LeBron had to grow into that role. And hopefully Durant, he can grow into that role himself and get way more mentally tough. Because he letting shit bother him that shouldn't bother him. In the beginning of the last year, yeah, he's taking the backlash. It is what it is. All you got to do is go out there and hoop and win. He won. It should be over with. You shouldn't have to go back and explain yourself why you left Oklahoma City. Especially when you won't tell the truth about it. You can talk about the team talent and whatever it was. You've been irritated with Russell Westbrook for quite some time. Because he wasn't getting you the ball. He was competing for shots. But everybody want to stroke everybody's ego. Let me know what y'all think.